Schultheis.
Good afternoon, Mr. Schultheis.
Good afternoon, class. Today, we're going to talk about posture, breath, and chromatic scales. The first thing I want you to do is get up. Everyone up. Okay, I'm just going to take it easy. I'm just going to stretch a little bit. I'm not going to do anything too extensive. Just get a little loose. Roll it around once. Roll it the other way. Okay, good. Now, I want you all to assume what you personally think would be the proper singing position. Just whatever you feel comfortable singing. Now I want you to remember how this feels compared to what is considered the proper posture. First thing we're going to think about, we're going to keep our chins parallel to the floor. A lot of singers, when they sing, they like to belt those high notes out, lifting their heads up, which is fine and all, but for the proper position, we're just going to keep our chin parallel to the floor. Put the shoulders back, but relax them. A lot of people, what they do, they'll throw their shoulders back and pop their chest out, like, look at me, I'm Superman, whatever. So, the shoulders back, but relax them, just drop them down some. Remember, throughout posture, we're going to keep the chest up high. The chest likes to deflate as we breathe, which we'll go over a little bit later. So, chest high. Keep the knees slightly bent as we're singing. If you lock them, that's a good way to pass out. So, yeah, don't do that. And your feet are about shoulder width apart. Okay, easy enough position. Now we're going to hold this for about 20-30 seconds or so. And just because, as we all know, as musicians, in order to achieve proper tonality and breath support and whatnot, we need to have a proper posture in order to play. So we're just going to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds to see how it feels being timed. So, go. It's a lot of energy. I like it. Okay. So you can relax some, and that's what it feels like to hold the proper position. Next thing we're going to talk about is breathing. We're going to do something that comes very naturally in the school environment. I know, I was in school once too. We're going to yawn. Okay? So just yawn really quickly. Oh, feels good, man. Okay. So we're going to yawn again, and this time I want you to focus on that lift in the back of the throat, in the back of the mouth, as you yawn. Now that's important. That's raising the soft palate, which is completely essential to proper singing and proper breath. We should remember every time we inhale to raise that a little bit. It's very important. Another thing with breath is don't let the chest rise. We talked about before, don't let the chest fall. Now we're thinking about don't let the chest rise. You keep the chest as high as possible, but as we inhale, if you inhale to the chest, this happens. You go, and you lift the shoulders and the chest comes up all together. Now you can combat the chest rising by breathing into the body, into the lower body, into the stomach. Very simply, just. Now to do that correctly, you should feel the muscles in your core activate. Around the abdominals, if you get really good in the back and really, really good in the lower abdominals. That's important. And help feel this, we're going to do hisses, okay? Hisses are a very useful cheating tool, I like to think, in feeling the proper activated muscles. So we're going to inhale on 4, and we're going to hiss for just 8 counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, did you feel it activate in the core? That's how you should feel every time you sing. Now, we're going to take this even further. We're going to do something called squat hisses. Squatting helps as you're hissing, as you're singing also, really, but not many people squat as they sing. But squat hisses are a good exercise to help activate the lower abdominals. As you go down, you activate more abdominal muscle as you descend. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to inhale on 4. We're going to descend slowly for 4 while hissing, and ascend slowly for 4 while hissing. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Good. Did you feel it really way down low activate? That's how you should feel. We're going to do one more breathing exercise. I like this one. I don't know why, I just do. We're going to inhale for 4. You're going to retain that air for 4, and then exhale for 4. but try to keep the inhalation silent. You know, while we're singing, we can't let the audience hear us go, number one, because it hurts a lot. Number two, it just sounds really bad, so let's not do that. Okay? We're going to inhale, starting on 1, retain for 4, and then exhale for 4. 3 times in a row without stopping. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Good. Okay. Now, moving on, I'm going to show you guys a quick music clip, and you guys can sit down. I'll show you guys a quick music clip, and you tell me something that you notice about the melody, about which way the melody goes. Based on what we just heard, would anyone be able to tell me what way the melody went, or what kind of feeling it gave them?
The melody went every single way.
Yeah.
And back and forth, and it was really agitated.
Okay, very good. This song uses what we call in music a chromatic scale. Proper definition of a chromatic scale is a scale that consists of 12 semitones, or half steps. So you start on one note, and you ascend an octave high, hitting every half step in between. It's very simple. So, one chromatic scale would sound like this. Easy enough. Would anyone else be able to come play the chromatic scale starting on A based on what we just talked about?
Oh God.
Good. Okay. Now, chromatic scale looks like this in proper music, okay? Starting on C. We start on C, and we ascend half step high to C sharp, half step higher to D sharp, to E, and so on, all the way up to C. Okay? So, would anyone be able to come right on the board what a chromatic scale on A would look like?
There's chalk right over here.
Where?
Okay. Almost. So, can anyone tell me what might be possibly incorrect about this?
I can't see too well, but I don't think we need the E sharp in there.
No, you don't. Anything else?
Or the future.
Okay. So here's a chromatic scale starting on A. Now, would we all be able to sing this on A? I think we would. I have confidence. On a neutral mi syllable. Ready? Thank you, class. That's
Great.
all I have for you today, and that is how you build and sing chromatic scales.